let's have a real discussion about toilet paper. I know I've joked about it, but it is kind of funny. Mind boggling is what it is that people think they need toilet paper to survive the coronavirus. Uh, I, there's so many other things that you could use for toilet paper: newspaper, catalog pages, wash rags that you use specifically for that purpose, and bleached and washed. And the options are limitless. Old T-shirts, whatever. But I am going to include a clip about these paper towels, since paper towels, napkins, and tissues and toilet paper seem to be non-existent now. People are going nuts. Food. People are buying food quicker than the stores can put it out. Walmart has, the 24-hour Walmarts have cut their hours from, I believe it's 6 to 10 or 6 to 11, something like that. And they're out of everything. They might not be out of pillowcases and sneakers, but the stuff that you would eat or clean with, they are. So I wanted to tell you about the different things you could use for toilet paper. If this is something you are truly concerned about, there are endless options for toilet paper. I mean, in the old days, people use Sears and Roebuck catalog pages. And, bleach. People are buying hand sanitizer. Well, they're saying that the alcohol content in hand sanitizer is nowhere near high enough to kill this coronavirus germ. So washing your hands is the best option. But bleach is something you may need if you wanted to bleach counters or bleach clothing, and they're out of bleach. There's, no places are able to keep it in stock. But did you know, some of you do, maybe some of you don't, that you can make your own bleach from pool chlorine? The active ingredient in bleach is sodium hypochlorite. And I believe the level is 65% sodium hypochlorite. I may be wrong on the percentages. It's very easy to Google. There's YouTube videos about how to make your own bleach using pool chlorine. And do not get the pool chlorine with a mildewcide in it. It does not help you. And if you actually had to purify water, you could make your own bleach from pool chlorine that does not contain mildewcide, and then use that bleach to help purify water. That's another thing. Water. People are buying cases of water as fast as they can put it out. So people are panicking. And, that may leave people who aren't panicking with no access to bottled water. That's all we drink here, bottled water, because the city of Wascom's water tastes like crap. And if you wash your car with it and don't dry it immediately, you're going to have to get wax out and wax the spots off, because it leaves these white spots on it that are just, I don't know whether it's hard water or soft water. I really don't know. But it tastes like crap, smells like crap, and we don't even make coffee with it. It's that bad. Down here I do, because, I can rough it. So, I have Jano and I just spoke on the phone about 20 minutes ago, and we talked about this. People are going nuts, and he had a friend call him who was very upset. He lives in a big city. Anyway, I won't go into, but people are getting upset, especially people who don't traditionally prep. I've been a prepper for years. Now, I do not have the amount of food that I used to have. Moving over here, I gave some of it away. I threw some of it away that was beyond its useful date. And I never did replenish it when I moved back over here. So, basically we have the food we have in our cabinets and the food we have in our freezer, but we're going to be just fine. I eat enough at a meal for probably 2 or 3 people, and I could absolutely live on 1/3 of what I eat. And we got plenty of food in the freezer. So, if you're falling for this, if you're falling into a state of panic, I can understand, stop listening to the news so much and be very, very particular about where you get your information, because they are truly, I don't know what they hope the outcome is. I think they want panic. I think they want hoarding. And I think they want to make this as difficult for this administration to handle and deal with as possible. So you have CNN, mainstream media like CNN, the fake news, making completely false statements on purpose that they know to be not true. For example, one of their reporters tweeted out that Mike Pence, who is in charge of this, Vice President Mike Pence, is going to have martial law put into effect. This was a CNN reporter. And immediately, the CNN White House spokesperson, I can't remember her name, I miss Sarah Sanders, I liked her, she had spunk. She immediately tweeted out, she said, this is completely false, it's not true at all. So that's what you have. Mainstream people putting out completely false information. If it's on purpose, then it's a lie. If it's not on purpose, then it's terrible reporting. Journalists, not verifying facts and stuff like that, which they do all the time. So, please, if you're panicking, don't. I mean, do common sense. Wash your hands. Avoid public places that you don't have to go to. I mailed some boxes this morning, and it's probably the last time I'm going to go out. If I get this coronavirus, I mean, it's nearly 100%. I'm going to die. I already have severely compromised breathing. And I'm exactly the person they say that if I get it, I'm going to die. People who have problems like I have. And I'm not freaking out. Just stop. If you're panicking, stop. Take a deep breath. Turn the TV off. Get on the internet and find some real information from real sources. And I'll tell you one that I watch, and she's just about the last person that I trust with information, and that is a YouTube channel called Deception Bites. And the Bites is spelled B-Y-T-E-S. And I don't, there's others, but she's one of them. Anyway, that's all. And I'm going to include a clip about some shop towels that I just got that would be an option. And I'm sure they're still available. So see you soon. I'm working on a knife. And any minute now, it'll be coming out of that tempering oven. And I'll be going back to polishing. Those are the handles I'm working on. I got the G10. When I blew a knife, I got to put G10 on the handles to keep the wood separated from the bluing chemical, because the bluing chemical does affect the wood. Okay, see you soon. Okay, if you're really, really desperate for toilet paper, I have these 200 toallas. And these are really thick. And if you were out of toilet paper, you could cut these in half and use one now and save one for a rainy day. But I'm going to show you what I got. And I'm not nuts. Okay, there's one. And the reason I bought so many is because they work perfectly. They absorb a lot, and when I'm sanding blades, I use this, and I wipe with this often, and that's why I bought so many, because I don't want to run out. Anyway, I ordered these way before the coronavirus thing, but let me sit down. So I got five rolls, 200 towels for that much delivered to my house. So that is 800, 1,000, 1,200. That's 1,200. That's 2,400 wipes if you cut them in half. And I got these from Lowe's. And that's what they are. They're Sellers, Sellars. Where are they? It's a big grip bucket refill. You don't have to have a bucket. I have a bucket, and that's another reason why they're up there out of the way. I just stand up and grab one when I need one, and they're just perfect shop towels. I have other rags and shop towels around, but these, they just absorb a lot of stuff. And I use them. Basically, I can use one for a whole knife. So, you know, I do go a little overboard. Like, you know, I do get into my supplies a little bit. But that's okay. So I'm telling you, if if you're out of toilet paper and you're desperate, go to Lowe's.com, order you some of these. They're great towels, and you could use them for whatever you like. Okay, see ya. I'm fixing to go. This right here. This is not spoken for, and I'm fixing to go heat treat it and temper it. I've got it sanded up to 600. I'm going to heat treat it, temper it, go back with my 600, and take it up to, about 1200, maybe 15, and buff the crap out of it. And then I'm going to blue it and see what it looks like blued. Okay, it's not spoken for if anybody's interested. See ya. Well, I brought this to a high polish and blued it, and I am absolutely not happy with this finish at all. It's covered in oil is why it's shiny right now. It says to leave it overnight, let it cure, oil it, and let it cure overnight. So I don't have high hopes for this working. I polished this up to a pretty high mirror finish and cleaned it really good with acetone. And I put 4 coatings of this on there, prepping it properly before and after each coat, and that's as good as it's got. So doubt this is going to work. It may be okay on satin finished blades, but certainly not on high polished blades. So if I come out here in the morning and it looks like crap, I'm just going to buff it back to a high polish. I truly doubt it's going to look any better than this here, and it doesn't look good. That's not good at all. Here, let me put it in the light. Yeah. I'll let it sit overnight. I got, nothing to lose. So, we'll see tomorrow.